Okay, and I asked for Binance, and I'm going to respond to him quickly since the BQX analysis took a while. So here it goes, and if you look at the chart of this, the first thing that I do, and it might help you as well, is just stare at it. Just look at it from left to right, kind of follow the contours, right to left, up and down. It's like the way you see something for the very first time. Check out the corners, and then just look at it. Try and discern a pattern that you can mentally see, or visually see rather. See if you can spot your first set of impulse waves. Then see if you can spot your ABC correction. Okay, so let's do some patterns first. So here's a rounding bottom shape, not perfectly drawn. Hard to do it by freehand using a mouse. But here's a cup. And here is a very long handle. But let's kind of take this away for a little bit so it doesn't cover up everything else. All right, let's come back to this later. Cup and handle. Let's do a count. I already pre-made my wave numbers, so I don't have to keep typing it in. So here is wave 1. This data is from Genesis of this coin from the very start. I think it says all the data here. 3, wave 4, and wave 5. I hope my audio is coming out fine. I'm using my Bose headset and the mic jack. I listened to the recording, it sounds fine to me. Comes out crisp and clear. So I don't know, it seems like someone might have had some audio issues, I don't know. Might want to try again. Let me know if this one doesn't come out again on your end, clearly, please. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful text, book, classic impulse. In this case, 5 is the shortest. And 1 and 3 are about the same. Now, Elliott wave states that after 5 waves, what do you need? What happens after 5 waves? You have an ABC retracement. After 5 impulse waves, a retracement occurs, and that retracement is in the form of ABC. This is beautiful ABC. A, B, C. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't overlap with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C had 5 waves as well. So if this was the bottom of C, but let's go back a little bit. For those of you who are joining my blog, you're new to the blog, welcome. I'm very grateful that you are willing to spend some time with me. And I am hoping and I'm confident that my analysis should be able to help augment your due diligence so you can make a better informed buy-sell coin selection decision. I use primarily Elliott wave analysis, chart pattern recognition, and another indicator called MACD, moving average convergent divergence. And these three methods I use together in combination. They often confirm each other. And when I'm not certain with an Elliott wave on a direction, what have you, quite often the trend will give me the additional clues that I need, or vice versa. Rarely do I have a trend saying exact opposite of my Elliott wave count. So far, you haven't even seen that in many of my analysis that I've done so far. And that's a good thing. So my Elliott wave and chart patterns quite often confirm each other, and so does MACD. It's good to have everything in triplicates. So Elliott wave analysis believes that sentiment can be measured in waves, the ebbs and flows of sentiment. And amongst the 5 waves, each wave is interrelated to each other. And that relationship foundation is called the Fibonacci ratio. The golden ratio is 0.618. Inverse of that is 1.618. We have all probably heard about this, the Fibonacci retracement levels. But the golden ratio is found in every aspect of our world, of our biology, from atomic to molecular, the way a seashell spirals, the vortex of our galaxies to that degree of immensity. Yes, even then, and to the level of atomic quantum. Although at the exact level of quantum, I don't think anything of this world, the laws of this world, matter anymore. At the level of thought, there are no restraints in physical laws. So if this Elliott waves measures ebbs and flows of sentiment, it does it by measuring the price chart. And the price chart is a reflection of the sentiment. The sentiment is in the form of duality, fear and greed. Those two emotions move the markets. Those two emotions move everything we do, all our judgments and decisions quite often. A fearless decision is true, a decision that has no fear, has no judgment. And this, I'm not trying to get spiritual on you or what have you, but a decision without fear has no judgment. However, we human beings know nothing but judgment. And we live in a world of sentiment that is fear and greed, and that what is upstream of sentiment will be thought. There's a famous saying that says, "What are words but symbols of symbols? Hence, twice removed from reality. And what are technical analyses? Except an attempt to measure a symbol using a symbol." So we're using Elliott waves, a symbol of numbers, to measure with the reflection of sentiment, which is symbolized in a chart. And that sentiment is driven by thought. So it's technical analysis twice removed, if you will, from twice removed from reality, which is why it's not perfect. It can never be perfect. It can be pretty accurate, though, based on a lot of experience, especially failure experiences. So having said that, Elliott waves, while not perfect, can help you peek around the corner. So let's say here you didn't see any of this price data. You count 5 waves, you know there's a correction coming. That's darn sure. The only error you might have is that maybe 5 isn't done. Maybe it'll go up and finish more, just like it did here actually. A bit more. So what? It doesn't matter. If you count pretty much 5 waves, you're going to get a 3-wave retrace. And here Binance is also plagued with that crypto syndrome that I call hurry up and wait. It's wasting no time in putting its 5 waves in. Right away. No time wasted. But when it comes to its requisite ABC correction, my goodness, it just meanders along, chop, 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 overlap. Maybe a bit of a surge to fake everybody out. I can tell you this surge probably faked a lot of people out, even Elioticians with experience, thinking this was the ABC in the bottom of the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're clear. Oh, more pain comes. But Elliott Wave will tell you, will help you. And if you combine that with chart pattern analysis, it could help you even more. So here is the requisite ABC correction. Counting the correction is very difficult, extremely hard. Not because the counting and the pattern recognition is hard, but because the retracement can take 1 in 36 different combinations. There are flats, zigzags, triangles, and combination types that can be manifested. And usually it's about 1 in 36 chance. That's less than 3%. So the most reliable will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When is the best time to get in? I don't want near the bottom of 1. How do you find the bottom of 1? You find the bottom of C. Because after an ABC, what happens? You get a turn. And how does that turn happen? It happens as an impulse. So here's 1. Here's 2. That's why I always say the best time to buy, excuse me, the best time to ladder in to buy is at the terminal end of an ABC correction. That's also why I said the best time to take your profit is at wave 5. Once you know 4 is done and you're going on wave 5 and you're going to pass 3, it's time to get the hell out. Why? After wave 5, you get a big ABC correction. If you hang on here, this is not going to be pleasant. So you take your profits at wave 5. You make your entries at the terminal end of wave C to catch the 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What should you have been doing once the wave 3 was surpassed? You should have been taking your profits. If you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not only that, if you combine earlier what I drew, the rounding bottom pattern, you would have gotten out as well. So you saw 3, 4, and you're passing the peak of 3, now you're on the 5. You can probably draw this by now. You'll be able to recognize it. You know you're going to get a correction. You take your profits. Out you are. Sitting on tons of cash in profit. What's after 5 weeks? You get a requisite ABC correction, and voila, here it is. So here's A. B. So when we'll see, where is C done? That's the big question right now. Is the C done? Well, for it to be done, the C has to be lower than A. It's about the same, so it's not done yet. I think there's a slight lower low coming. But what did I say? When is the best time to get in? Like now. Now would be a really good time to ladder in. Why? What happens after an ABC? Here's an ABC. What happens? Oh, I took that C away. Instead of copying it, I took that C away. Here it is. Back again. Just like here, ABC, you got an impulse 5. ABC, what do you think you're going to get? There you go. That'll fit pretty well. There you go. What does this mean? All-time new highs. Are almost sooner ahead in a few weeks, let's say. The worst ability that I have, and I'll admit this, is the timing. Because darn it, I have made so many time calls, and it's just so difficult with cryptos. But I do know this: more I'm counting the crypto, more I'm getting to know her, the personality. And I've already told you guys a lot about the crypto personalities. The hurry up and wait syndrome is pervasive throughout just about every altcoin and even Bitcoin. You will not find an exception. The hurry up and wait syndrome. The other one is extended fifth. When you get an extended fifth, you're going to see a crash to near where wave 2 was maybe. Okay, the retracement will be very deep. Now this one was to wave 2, but it was because wave 1 was extended. So that's expected as well. So a target of 340. Now let's say I had given a target of 340 while the price was here, and you laddered in right over here. Does that mean you just hang on whatever you could? Nothing wrong with it. But if you're nimble enough, you can take your profits, buy back in. So if you had 100 coins, back here you can buy 140 coins and ride that profit up. So once you are profitable, See if you can count. Once you're in at the end of the C, see if you can count 3 waves, and then 4. And then on the 5th, once you're passing the peak of the 3, you're going to want to start taking your profits. And that's pretty much what I've been saying for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we've been counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are on the 5th of 5th of 5th. What do you think we should be doing? Thinking about taking our profits. So we're here now with Binance. What do you think we should be doing? Getting in, laddering in. If you want to buy 10,000 coins, don't buy it all at once. Break it into 10 different purchases. Buy it here, buy it there, a little lower, lower, lower. Because this could still go down as low as maybe 0.85. That's why you ladder in, to cover those scenarios. And you're going to have confidence. Why? You're going to count ABC. And what happens after an ABC? You get a trend reversal. The resumption of the original trend that was up. And you're going to see an impulse. And you're going to make a lot of money up here. And once you see this impulse coming, and you see 3, once you count 3, and 4 is in, and you start going back up, and you pass the peak of 3, you start laddering out your profits right here. It's not hard at all from a conceptual point of view. Application-wise, I know it's very hard. It takes years. You know, after the first 5 years, I thought I was hot shit. After 10, I thought, piece of cake. But now, I've eaten too many humble pies. Now I realize I'm still just improving. When technical analysis presents you with profit at this level, you're at 3, 4, and you're surpassing 5, you humbly and gratefully take your profits. When technical analysis shows you that an ABC correction is coming to an end, you, with humility and humbleness, make your ladder entry with the money you made over here. And you apply and count, do your pattern recognition. Here's 3 and 4. Now the peak of 3 is being surpassed. I'm going to gratefully and humbly take my profits. Because the ABC is coming. And with humility, I look at this chart and I say, okay, time to get back in. And instead of being a greed-driven trader where I buy everything all at once, I have discipline. I have a method. A method and discipline hardened by experience, where I say I will not buy everything in one fell swoop. I will ladder in my entry from 5 to 10 different entry positions. And I've shown a lot of examples of that on how to ladder. In my comments to a lot of people, when I see you guys saying, oh, I'm going to go into this BQX, and I'm going to buy some BTS, I always say, consider laddering in. Because laddering in will make you humble. If you prefer to ladder in and instead of buy everything all at once, it means that you have a lot of experience of having eaten a lot of humble pie, having gone through a lot of the buyer's remorse, where you buy everything. Let's say you bought everything here all at once. You see the price keep going down below your buy price. That causes you then, oh, I can't take it anymore, sell over here, and then price goes up. That's called buying high and selling low. That's called shooting from the hips, hoping to hit something. You don't make money that way. You lose money that way. And I've done that. I have already told you I have tonnages of failure experience. And that is the best value I can offer you. Because from my failures, I've learned valuable lessons. Like exactly what I'm trying to tell you. And once you get to a certain level of learning and experience and application, you will not have that insecurity anymore. You will have that confidence. You won't be saying, what happened? Oh my God, what just happened? It just went kaboom. I thought it was going up. I thought we were all clear. And it just crashed. And I lost all my profits. Those scenarios will become more and more rare with experience. Because you know that after 5, there's a big ABC coming. And let's say you did buy some here. You got plenty of dough to wait for it to crash down here. Just start then laddering in, a couple ladders, kaboom, a few more ladders. If I want to buy 1,000 coins, I could make that into 4 different ladders, 250 each. I ladder my ladder as well. And people, this works on the flip side of selling. When I'm out, I get out in rungs, I scale my exits. Scale my exits. I always say 2 rungs, R-U-N-G, of a ladder are always better than just having 1. Even 2 will help you. I hope this video has been helpful. My objective is to help and do no harm. My objective is not really to help you make you money with my calls, although that is awesome if you do. I am here to see if I can help augment your due diligence. And if you have interest in furthering technical analysis, please consider the books that I had been recommending. It's in my past blogs, and I'll repost it as a separate post as well, so everyone will have immediate access to what those books are, and not have to dig through videos and past blog issues. Finally, I hope I have earned the right to ask you for your upvote, follow, and re-steam. Those 3 things would really help me with my visibility of my blog to other people. And other people will come and follow and read. And they too might also benefit and have my analysis possibly augment their analysis and due diligence as well. Perfect. Thank you.